We saw like this kind of big group just about to leave the restaurant at the time when the bullets were sprayed, and he'd witnessed himself that the child getting shot and at least two men getting injured in the area.
There is a heavy police presence here. Kingsland High Street has been entirely cordoned off. I'm stood in front of the Turkish restaurant Even, where the incident took place. In front of me, there are 3 double-decker buses that have had to park here overnight as the road was immediately shut down. What information we do know is that 3 people sustained injuries after what is being described as a drive-by shooting. Eyewitnesses said they saw who they believe was the shooter drive past on a motorbike. This happened at about 9:20 last night. That's when the ambulance service was called. We do know that the child who was injured remains in a serious condition, but at this stage there have been no arrests. Police are appealing for information.
To that shooting last night in London, Dalston in northeast London. The reports that a child is in a serious condition in hospital and 3 adults are injured. Joseph Reedy is a reporter from the Hackney Gazette and is live with us. Joseph, what else do we know?
Well, it was quite a chaotic night last night. Pretty much most people were just dining at 9 p.m, obviously just trying to enjoy themselves. And then there was a motorcyclist that was seen speeding past in the area. It's believed to be a drive-by shooting, even though police haven't said that officially yet. It's a drive-by shooting and bullets were sprayed. I think maybe around 4 to 5 gunshots were heard in the area at the time, while people were sitting in a restaurant, a Turkish restaurant in the area.
So quite a busy area where all this was happening. I mean, did many people get a look at what happened?
Yeah, well, there was some people, obviously no one was actually up close. There was one person that was actually sat inside the restaurant when it happened. He mentioned how he saw like this kind of big group just about to leave the restaurant at the time when the bullets were sprayed, and he'd witnessed himself that the child getting shot and at least 2 men getting injured in the area, and he treated himself, one of the men with the leg wounds. He used one of his coats to kind of help him out.
As I mentioned, there's a child in hospital in a serious condition and 3 adults also injured. I mean, do we know how bad the injuries are?
It sounds to be quite serious at the moment. So officially, yeah, we're still waiting for the condition, but the child remains in serious condition, and it does sound quite bad. It seems like one of them was at least shot in the leg, so it seems it might not have been as bad. But then the man said himself he saw the mum looking over the child who got shot, and she was, quite distraught, as you can imagine.
And even this morning, the roads either side of Dalston and Kingsland, I'm reading, have still been closed. Do we know what the police will be doing next in terms of trying to investigate as exactly what happened and who the perpetrator could be?
Yeah, well, they say that inquiries are going quite quickly right now. So they've been at the scene since last night, and they'll continue to be there, knocking on neighbours' doors, talking to people at the scene. I've had myself a lot of people come forward to me, so I imagine a lot of people were there to witness the situation. And if they did see it, they should contact police and let them know more about it.
Just finally, Joseph, I just wonder how big an issue is this for you and your reporting? I mean, a shooting in London, I mean, that seems sort of reasonably rare, is that right?
You would think so, but I've actually talked to Detective Chief Superintendent James Conway, who works around the East London area, and we've talked about this before in April, but Hackney itself is actually the 3rd worst borough with gun crime in London. So obviously it's not as big of an issue as you can imagine, compared to the knife crime or things like that, but it's still a thing to worry about. If you think about it, actually, in August 2023 in Stoke Newington, there was a shooting. In Stamford Hill on May 2024, there was a shooting as well. So it is a thing that happens around the Hackney area, and maybe something to be wary about sometimes.
Joseph, good to talk to you. Thank you for updating us on that. That's Joseph Reedy, a reporter for the Hackney Gazette. I can just bring you a statement from Deputy Assistant Commissioner Matt Ward for the Metropolitan Police, who says, we know Londoners will be shocked by what has taken place tonight. Our thoughts go out to all those affected. As Joseph was explaining, Matt Ward says fast-moving inquiries are underway and we will update as soon as we can. If anyone has any information, he says, please get in touch with the police.